Cool. So just gearing up for the final race of the evening, which is the men's A 5000. So we've got 12 and a half laps coming up. Pretty good field here. Lots of good athletes have done well throughout their season. Still carrying it on here up to the Tonypandy Classic, which is great to see. So we can maybe just get a quick run through of the field once they get going. But so far, a great meeting so far. I think we had three B, C, and D 5000s, and we had a few junior races, which were quite exciting to begin with. So this is the first of the Tonypandy Classic, and hopefully it'll be a regular in the calendar here in South Wales, which will be great to see because there is a need for races here, which is always great to have an abundance of. So yeah, just thanks again to the guys putting it on, and then for everyone else who's helped out on the athletic club and Welsh Athletics. So not long to go till we go for this 5000. So a few of the guys in this meet, we've got some Jake Smith and Daf Jones. They've both went under 14 minutes already this year, so if they can replicate that today, it'd be spectacular. There are a few guys kind of in the 14:20 range to 14:30. Again, hoping to capitalize on their races earlier in the season. So seeing if they can back those up. But yeah, 5,000 meters on the track, definitely not an easy event at all. And as you can see, they are just getting ready to start. So last of 8 of the program, and we'll quickly run through. So we've got Archie Coates from Southampton. He's PB'd over every distance this year. After not racing much in 2023, so great to see him coming back. And he's actually ran 14:27 over 5,000 there in the past 2 weeks. I'm hoping to go some similar again today. I think we can see there Adam Boyden just across the track shaking out. His PB actually dates back to 2008, where he ran 13:50, which was actually one of the fastest in the fields. But he's more looking at triathlons and marathons. He actually raced in Belfast Marathon, which don't know if you can tell is where I'm from, so pretty cool that he went over to Belfast and raced. He was actually joined by Dan Nash, who also did the Belfast Marathon, and I think Dan was 4th in that marathon. Adam was further down the field in 9th, but good to see the boys getting over racing there, and now they're here. So definitely a small world in the athletics community. Then we're looking at, as I say, Adam Boyden. Then we've got a few athletes kind of making the trip from Cornwall. We've got Joshua Rowe. He's also ran a PB this season, 14:37. So athletes in good form, and they've acknowledged that this meet is a meet to again PB or run close to that as they have done earlier in the year. Similar to that, we've got Richard Slade coming from Chiltern, so it's good to have him in the mix. As you can see, next up, you might even be able to spot his shorts from across the track. It's Adam Mead, always likes to sport some interesting kit. So Adam, it's his first ever 5,000, so it's interesting to see how he goes, but he's running really well over 800 and 1,500, so it'd be great to see if he can get in the mix here over 5,000. So as you can see, the starter is just got his hand in the air, just checking with the organisers across the field. I will try get a clock on as well so that we have an idea of time. But that's it, they're just taking the line. So 12 and a half laps. I'll just get the clock started as well. And they're off. So again, we're looking for something around 14 minutes if we can, which was pretty nifty operating, but we've got the man at the front there, James Hennigan, to take them hopefully around the 3K mark. He's been running well and has also went sub 14 this year in Paris, so he can definitely get them in the mix. I think maybe Ben Clouds is back again to help them pace out, but slotting just behind James is Daf Jones, a Swansea Harrier, based in Cardiff at the minute while he completes his studies at Cardiff University. He is in great form after a PB there in Wimbledon, which is actually a facility record. We're wondering, can he get the facility record here up in the King George V track, which looks like he's keen to do. So I think he ran 13:52 last week, just in second, followed closely by Jake Smith. Just on Jake Smith in terms of Instagram lives. I think if you remember back to 2020, Jake Smith and a few of his pals time trialed a 10k on the track here, where Jake ended up running 28 minutes flat, which is arguably one of my favorite pieces of running content on the internet. If you can find it on Instagram, it's worth a watch. All 28 minutes. It was a pretty spectacular feat. It's just looking like it might be these two lads separating from the field a little bit, as they are maybe slightly in better form than the rest of the guys. They're maybe in the sub 14 battle, and then you've got the guys kind of in the 14:20 to 14:20 to 14:30 race. But as you can see, just behind Claridge there is James McCrae. James McCrae fueled on Tom Baird's chili from last night. Had a quick phone call with the boys, and they were digging into some homemade chili. Isn't that right, Tom? You had Tom McCrazy with some chili last night.
Yeah, McCrazy was over for a bit of chili, staying over at mine, and well, we'll see how he rates the hotel. He was
comes back to bite him.
He was discussing last night whether he would just drive straight back to Lincoln or whether he would stay in mine tonight. So we'll see how that ends up.
Good.
Good race we got here, Connor. Dav and Jake, good to see them both getting after the pace here.
Totally.
That's James Hennigan at the front as well. You might know him as he's won a few Bucks medals. He's got 1 GB vest on the cross country in the relay. Pontypridd's rodent, more importantly. Jake Smith, Ponty rodent as well.
Come on, Jake, let's go!
So he's facing that first group about 14 minutes. 13:45.
2:53 there for the last athlete there, Luke Hamley at the bell.
2:53 for the back group. That's about spot on. They're looking at 14:10 pace. So considering the first 200, they get a bit excited.
A little bit.
2:53 is probably spot on.
15:13. Could be in for a smash. And he keeps this pace up. As you can see, athletes fully strung out there down the back stretch, which is really what you want for a good, honest 5,000 metre. No messing around, just lock into the pace and see what you can do. Got Callum Campion just warming down on the outside here. Good PB from him. So, get a few notes on a few of the other athletes. We got good representation from the Western Tempo athletes there, 3 of them in the meet. Starting off with Jack Bancroft, and Dominic James, and Charlie Jones. So good to have those 3 athletes there. There's a smaller group there.
Let's go, lads. Yeah, on fire.
Don't know if you can hear in the background, but Ben Cloud's calves are on fire. That's how does the song go? I keep thinking it's is it Will Griggs? Yeah, but I keep thinking it's Nick Griggs.
That's the Northern Irishman coming out new there, yeah. Connor.
Well, I don't know about that, but
well, who knows? We'll maybe see Nick here next year.
Could do. How you doing? It's on the stream.
Ben, this has been a good evening's work for you. You've had good pace and job in the 1K, and you took the A race through there as well. And what, about 14:10 pace?
It was bang on, yeah.
That's good, lads.
I was hoping to go a bit further, but I don't think I factored in the 8-minute recovery after the K.
Yeah, it's probably not ideal on 700?
Yeah, 700. 8 minutes. I thought my calf was going to pop after 1 lap, but I thought we'll keep going, and got hard pretty quick. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've only been stepping up in this past year, Ben. So, yeah, to already be even considering doing this, I don't think it even would have been a thought last year.
It's a miracle for everyone, isn't it? To even be, I don't know what's going through my head recently, but yeah, pacing a 5K, running to 700 and 1K. Yeah, I've lost it, haven't I? But it's all good. It's good fun. Good event. Look at this.
Yeah, a bit of a word for the atmosphere.
Oh, electric. Make sure you get yourself here next year.
There you have it, folks. That's Ben Claridge. The name speaks for itself, really. Quality athlete. Here they're
So,
coming back through.
James doing well on the pace in there. It's 6 minutes. 6:10. So just a group of the Western Tempo athletes. That's number 80.
Well done, Dom. Keep it going. Come on, Dan. Come on, Charlie.
A lot of the athletes strung out there, moving well. Becoming slightly detached there, but still going through the field well. It's be a good battle here just across the field between Daf Jones and Jake Smith. Interestingly, that Jake is not the one in the front, but I'm sure he will be keen to press the pace once the pacemaker drops out. So, coming up with 6 laps to run. James Hennigan still leading them through, doing a good job. And Dafford and Jake sticking right on him.
Come on, guys. Keep it going. Come on, let's go.
Good job, lads, moving through well. Jake rocking the full night kit. Nice to see. Then it looks like it is just Dan Nash taking over the lead in that second group with James McCrae there and Dominic James just slotting in. Adam Mead making his debut here. That's number 52. Archie Coates moving through well. And just rounding out them is Charlie Jones, but it's Luke Hamley still there. So really getting into the thick of it here. Slight detachment there. That main group of the pack moving really well. There's 1, 2, 3, 8 of them in the pack, which is just spot on. All the lads just on that train moving together. So they're just coming up on 3k here, isn't that right? So that's 8:17, spot on. Good job. Maybe we can catch Hennigan here. Looks a bit tired. Good job, James. But Daffod's still just in the lead there. Jake right on his shoulder. But Dan Nash is coming up. They're coming up to 3,000 here, so let's get a little split. Let's see. 840. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So 3 Western Temple athletes, and then almost 3 to 4 James D athletes. But lots of battles going on in between it all here. And just Luke Hamley just coming through 3k in bang on 9 minutes, so just hang in there. Come on, Luke, that's 9 minutes of 3k. So just coming up with 4 laps to go, and it's Jake is taking over the lead there from Dan. Daffin, sorry. Yeah. But we do definitely have a race on our hands here. Jake trying to take it to him, but Daffodil is in the form of his life. PBs for the past 2 weeks. Over 15, 349 in Aberdare, and then also the 1353, the Wimbledon 5000. So, but Jake is really applying the pressure here, and they boys are looking good down that backstretch as the guys just come through the main pack. Dan Nash being led with the Western Temple athletes. That's it, James, and Adam E just hanging on there with 2 lads at the back, also Western Temple athletes. Just got coming up in 10 minutes. Really in the thick of it with the last mile to come up. So this is really heating up here. It looks like Jake's just moving out slightly and Daffod's taking over the lead as they press it on. So we're just coming up on 3 laps to go. And is it? Come on, boy. They're neck and neck here. The boys are side by side, not giving each other an inch. Just Daffod is taking the lead there around the bend. So they're right on the pace. It will be great to see these guys just go at it over the next 2 to 3 laps here. Jake Smith trying to get in front of him on the back stretch there, if you can see. He has just got, taken the lead. And Daffy just trying to hang on to it. Jake is still applying the pressure, but Archie Coates is leading out Dan Nash in that second group, followed by James McCrae and then also Jack Bancroft. So we're coming up, and Jake Smith just getting in a little bit of a lead there. It looks like we're pushing out 5 metres. Daf Jones not giving up, but Jake is really applying the pressure. We're coming up with 2 laps to go. So Jake Smith just getting the gap there. It looks like this could be a move for home.
Let's go, Dad! Let's go, Dad! Stick in
So,
there!
as you can see there, that must be 10 metres odd. This is going to be a fantastic finish for the two of them. Jake may need a little bit of a bigger gap than that, but it looks like that gap is opening. We're looking at maybe 20 metres down the back stretch. And Jake is looking confident and full of running. Daffett maybe just slightly tired from Wimbledon, but he's not done yet. Coming up with 600 to go. And as you can see, the guys, two laps to go with Dan Nash and the Western Temple athletes. That's it, Adam Mead making his debut here, running really well. But this is going to be a brilliant last lap. And you can see the whole crowd there on the infield. So Jake looking like he has a 20-metre gap. This is going to be a great finish. Jake Smith taking the lead there. Down to the bell in 12:44. So bang on, almost PB pace here for Dafford. But he's not over yet. Can he close it? I think Jake Smith may have just eked out enough, but Dafford is still there. 20 metres with 300 to go. So Jake looking great down the back stretch. Is Daft closing the gap? What do we think, guys? Will Daft be able to close the gap with 200 to go there? We've also seen a big move into third here for the Western Temple athlete. And that's Jack Bancroft taking the lead. The guy's just going out of shot there as they go around the coffee shops. But it's still Jake Smith in the lead. This is going to be a fantastic run. And a great atmosphere here at the Tonypandy Track Classic, 5,000 metres. Jake Smith with Daf Jones trying to close him down with 80 metres to go. But it's not looking like he's going to get there, and it is going to be Jake Smith on one of his home track taking the win there. And a fantastic run. Great celebration. 13:47, 48:50. Unbelievable running, guys. That was a fantastic finish. Some great reactions here from the guys. Looks like it could be a PB for Daf. And a great result from Jake. Atmosphere here is electric. Fantastic. But it's James McCrae making a bold move here in for third. Coming up on 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. Super running. And the Western Temple athletes 22, 23, 24, 14, 24 that is. Super running. Dan Nash closing out well with Pontypridd athlete repping the new vest, 14:30. And Adam E with a big run here, holding off the late finish. 38.6 for 14:36 for Adam Mead. That is fantastic running.
Nice, Adam.
Adam Bowden closing out 14:45. Still got, I believe that maybe as Luke Hamley has stepped off, but guys, great atmosphere here. Jake Smith absolutely buzzing. Jake, do you want to say a quick word for the camera? Looks like we're gonna go live. No, he's dropped out, Tom. He's dropped out. Yep. This is pretty much live. Well, it is live.
Well, yeah. So, well, we're here with Jake. Jake, that was a class run.
Yeah.
Dav, come on in as well. Boys, that was great work.
Yeah, it was good. We had Hens, who's a bit on the slope now, I'm joking. He smashed it, but it was like me and Dav were literally next to each other. We had a plan. We're coming here he's
We both
holding
just wanted
20.
to run a really solid race,
Yeah, that's it.
and I think we sort of agreed to sort of work together, and then over that last K, go for it.
Well, a week
Jake
ago,
was
he
just
ran
so strong.
13:52, and I said, if you sit on Hens and let me do more of the work, I could see Dav was struggling about 3.4 when Hens dropped out.
I got a little bit slow, so I just decided to push it in. Asked Daf for a bit of help, and I said, you know what, I'll take it on. I've done the Mara work. Haven't tapered for this, but only 8 seconds off my PB before all these injuries in a cold Tonypandy, but I can't believe
it's
that.
just like it's a pleasure to run with somebody like Jake, because I've looked up to him for so long. It's nice to actually share the track with him, and he was so strong on the night, and I look forward to see what he does in the marathon a couple of weeks time.
Yeah, well, boys, it's great to see you both, as you say, working together. It gets tough out there. Hens took you through quite well. You worked together then once he dropped out.
I think it actually helped because we went from like 8:18, and I think if we went 8:15, it would have just a little bit too much almost. Whereas we could then the last 2K really pick it up. And I was looking at my heart rate, and I was like, okay, it's in the 190s. I don't give a shit. I can hold it. It was good.
Yeah. So Jake, you're looking at the marathon then next, is that right?
Yeah. So I'm doing these 5Ks just to get as far away as the 5K split, and I have a 38K long run on Friday. But this marathon stuff, it's like they do say the marathon run. If you do, well, I mean, I did train a bit too hard, but the aerobic side you have, but I can't run as fast as I did 3 months ago in terms of full out sprint. But I can hold a pace. So yeah.
And Dav, well, I mean, it's August. Are you still going this season, or?
That was my last race of the season, so I'm really pleased that I've sort of capped it off on a high, and it's been a really good season. It's been really consistent, and it's the sort of season that's given me a bit of confidence going forward now that I can hit races like these and hit the MCs and go to the front and not fear it really. So it's been a really good season, and it was such a good night to finish off here.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, last week you ran 13:53. We'll wait for the official time today, but I think we're pretty close at least.
Yeah, right around that mark.
I was pleased with that. I think the fear was to come here tonight and probably off the back of a 5K 10 days ago. It's sometimes hard to come back and run another good one, but to finish my season off like that, it's really nice. Yeah,
the consistent running is brilliant, and we've asked everyone who's come on, bit of a word for the atmosphere.
Oh, it was awesome.
Electric.
James was helping the whole time, and Ponty, I had Piers who just ran 2:18, bloody screaming. I had him and Harris screaming, "Don't look at your watch!" And I got quite scared because I'm a bit scared they're going to smack me or something.
No, me and Jake have done a lot of races, but I can say it's one of those races that is close to home, and it's really really nice to see something so high end in Wales, and I know I massively appreciate having something like this so close to home, and hopefully
him being 20 years old. I think we'll train together in September. Like you can see this boy, Europeans or something. It's I just can't believe it. I can't get my head around it. Awesome.
Brilliant, boys. Well, good work tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks for speaking to us. Thanks for coming down, and
Cheers.
Good work.
Tom, close it out there.
Yeah, this has been the Tonypandy Track Classic. Connor, come on the other side of the camera.
I'll prefer to stay there.
Come on the other side. Come on.
Okay, I'll say hello.
This is Connor, who is
hey guys.
been in charge of your live stream, giving you the commentary. We have Joe and Peter standing behind here as well. Joe's been behind the camera on the Instagram all night as well. So
This is going, Tom.
I know it is, isn't it? Thanks to you guys for coming down. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Thanks to all the officials, volunteers, everyone who's come down to make this a great night. If you're not here, if you're watching on a live stream, we'll see you next year.
Definitely. Just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. And that's us.
Thanks for tuning in.
No star.